Antagonistic supersets. One of my favorite efficiency techniques in the gym that I use all of the time. So what is it? Antagonistic supersets are supersets where you have opposite muscle groups working in sequence, maybe in a circuit, set up with minimal rest in between. We break down what these muscle groups are by understanding what an antagonist is and what an agonist is. So we'll take a simple movement, for example. The bicep curl. The bicep curl, you have the bicep working, flexing the elbow against tension or load, right? The bicep is the agonist. The antagonist is then the triceps. When we're working on a movement like that, we have to then think, okay, what's the antagonistic muscle here? How do we make an antagonistic superset out of this? So if our biceps are working here, our triceps need to work here. We go to a tricep push-up where we're a little bit closer grip. Whatever the case is, we're pushing from here down, extending with the tricep. So you have push downs, overhead extensions, things like that. So we're extending from the elbow and flexing at the elbow. Those are the antagonistic movement patterns within this example. Let's do one more example, just so that I know you guys have the idea. Let's take the lower leg, for example, okay? You have the tibialis anterior, the lower leg here on the front of the shin, and you've got the soleus and the gastrocnemius, which are the calf muscles. Calf raises and tib raises are an antagonistic superset that you can do, that I do because I'm doing a lot of running volume. So if you're a runner out there increasing your volume, trying to keep your lower extremities strong and healthy, that's an antagonistic superset that you can do that's going to be beneficial for your volume and longevity as far as running. If your breath is a limiting factor and I go really all out, which is kind of rare in an isolated movement, if I go really all out on my biceps though, and I'm out of breath at the end of my set, and I go right into my tricep extensions, that's going to be a problem because I'm then out of breath and I haven't even gassed my triceps out. Okay, so we don't want our limiting factor to be our breath. We want it to be the target muscle, okay? So that's what we want in any lift. Anytime we're going for hypertrophy, even strength, we want the target to be the limiting factor, okay? So with a bicep curl, we want our biceps to limit the movement. We want our triceps to limit the movement in a tricep extension whenever we're extending the arm out. The next thing is order of movements. So if you've identified your strengths and weaknesses, which you should have, if I have really strong triceps, I'm going to do my biceps first because my CNS is going to be a little bit more sharp, a little bit more fresh. If I do them first, that output is going to be a little bit higher, causing a slightly higher growth potential for the biceps. So order of movements matters. Whenever you're building these workouts out, identify the strengths and weaknesses within the antagonistic superset and go from there. Order first is the weaker of the two, okay?